Greetings, everyone. So I was just thinking about this. Narcissists won't ever, ever, ever go out of their way for you. Ever. It doesn't matter if it's your birthday. It doesn't matter if you're dying from cancer. It doesn't matter if you graduated college or your child graduated high school. You had some good news in your life. You need a friend. You need support. They won't ever go out of their way for you for any reason. And heaven forbid that you call them and ask them for some type of support, morally, financially, ethically, whatever it is. The only way you would ever get a narcissist to make an appearance of support is if the camera is on them or there's something in it for them. Maybe let's just say you have the skills of manual labor. They're thinking, how can you help them with some free labor in their new house? Maybe they run an office and they're thinking, oh, I could get her to do all these administrative duties for me for no money. Or maybe they see that you're a good painter and that you've painted your apartment and they want you to paint their house. They won't ever go out of their way for you, ever. And if they know that you're onto them, what a lowlife, scum of the earth bastard they are, it bothers them so much because this is what they call narcissistic injury. Because the minute that narcissistic injury shows its ugly head, it will appear to other people or even they might say it, oh, my feelings were hurt, or you don't understand, or why would you say that about me? Like, it may appear to us that it's hurt feelings, that it's anger. They might point the finger at us and say we did this, we did that, when it's actually them that did the nastiness, which is projection. But that narcissistic injury, they cannot look at themselves in the face, in the mirror, to see who they really are. So in order for them to protect their false ego, they have to come up with really weird, manipulative, crazy stories about how you fucked up. About how, why can't you ever visit? Why don't you ever call them? Can't ever be something that they did. Because deep inside, they know that they're a bastard. And the closer they come to seeing that demon inside of them in the mirror, it terrifies them. It upsets them. So in order to stop themselves from seeing the demon, in order to stop themselves from seeing how awful and nasty, diabolical, evil that they really truly are, they have to blame you for how you did something wrong, how you said something wrong, how you didn't do this or you didn't do that. And that's them, typical, never taking responsibility for anything. A narcissist could get into a serious car accident because they were under the influence of alcohol. And they will never, ever, ever take responsibility. They will blame it on their girlfriend because they were arguing in the car and she caused the accident. You know, if she wouldn't have made him do that, they wouldn't have gotten into an accident. Or they might blame the other person that they hit. Well, if he didn't run out and sat in front of me, I never would have hit him. You know, never taking responsibility that they were triple the legal alcohol limit. You know, or, oh, it's my fault that I never saw my son because my ex would never let me see my son. Meanwhile, they never lifted their finger to see their son in 20 years. They won't ever go out of their way for anyone. And if they do something that on the outside appears kind or nice, it's what's in it for them. It's narcissistic supply. What can I get for that person? Are the cameras on? Is this a promo shot? And if you're very observant and you've noticed this throughout the years, you're going to smartly either walk away 100% or you're just going to keep your distance. There's no winning with these kinds of people. There's no talking to these kinds of people. No matter what you talk about, they're always right. Whatever they say, that's the situation. That's how the story goes, how they say it goes. And I've noticed something too. If you look at photographs of narcissists, a lot of times you can see what their true demeanor is. And I'm like really into metaphysical, spiritual things. You can see their demonic looks. Because that's their natural disposition, to be evil, to be angry, to be nasty, to be manipulative, to seek power in an unjust, cruel, narcissistic, demonic way. I've actually seen narcissists smile and look like a demon. I'm not kidding you. Scared the living shit out of me. You know, so, and they're so self-absorbed. It's just unbelievable. And I've found that a lot of these kinds of people will make sure that they are highlighted on news stories, whether local news or national news. They could be a celebrity. Not all celebrities are narcissists, but it's all this like false persona. And they work at it all the time. But when it comes down to it, when it comes down to, and I mean, it could be like if they, in a really difficult situation, they're supposed to be there for you, they won't ever be there for you. Ever. They might manipulate the situation and make it appear to everyone that they are there for you, like in front of other people. oh yeah, I sent her this present, because I knew she was going through a hard time, or whatever it is. Because it's always about controlling the narrative. They always have, I feel like people like this always have something like a jab. They're just so nasty, like their disposition is so nasty. Like you could be like in the happiest mood. Like the way I interpret it is, higher vibration, which law of attraction is real, whether you subscribe or believe in it, it's real. But maybe you decide to call an old narcissistic friend because you're not thinking with a clear head or whatever it is. And you're like in the happiest mood. Your pet cat is playing, rolling around on the ground. You're playing real happy music. You're eating good food, drinking lots of water, just enjoying the day like as much as you can. And you call a narcissist, they will drag you down to the lower vibrations almost immediately. Like I think that they exist more in a lower vibration. So even the law of attraction is 100% real. Like if you make the mistake, being in a higher vibration, and you make the foolish decision to either send them a text message or call them, which is a mistake, they will drag you down. And they never have anything good to say. And everyone's different. All narcissists appear in a different way. But when I tell you they won't ever go out of their way for you, they won't ever go out of their way to help you if you had a surgery. They won't ever go out of their way if they know that you had a friend pass away. They won't ever go out of their way if they know that your pet is sick. They won't ever go out of their way if they know you need a document from the family genealogy records, whatever. In fact, because they are who they are going to buckle down and dig their heels into the ground to do the opposite of what you need them for. If you need a phone number, they're going to act all ignorant. Oh, I have no idea where that phone number is, even though they talk to this person, twice a week. Let's say you're looking for a newspaper article that that your father saved from the 1950s because he collected information on the Chicago Mafia. And you ask your cousin, who keeps really good records. You call your cousin, you ask, hey, do you have that newspaper article? They're going to act dumb as hell. No, I have no idea where that is. I know my dad had it, but... And in the meantime, that article is going to be sitting in their desk, and they're going to know exactly where it is. They just... This is really why I stay to myself more. I know there are good people out here, but I just find the more I interact with people, man, I'm looking for some higher vibrational, kind-hearted, empathic, nature type people, maybe fishers. I'm not opposed to people who hunt because I understand how it goes. But, man, if it's your birthday, you can count on them to not go out of their way for you. They might especially not go. You have somebody in the family that you cared about that passed away. You want to meet them at the funeral. They'll make sure that they don't see you there. I mean, honestly, I'm to the point now where I feel like a lot of these individuals are just straight up fucking evil. They're evil. And I think they how do I explain this? They operate on lower vibrations. They do. Not that none of us ever go to lower vibrations. I do. But I really make it a clear point to stay in the higher vibrations as often as I can. Life can be hard sometimes, so you might get pulled down. But, I mean, it's an ongoing effort. But if you have any interactions with these people, whether it's at your workplace, in the family, out and about, at the grocery store, at the mechanic, and if you really are a true law of attraction manifester and you understand how it works, you'll have far less of these interactions. But it will happen sometimes. I feel like they go above and beyond to not ever go out of their way for you. They will be there if there's an estate to make money from. They will be there if Uncle Eddie passed away from cancer and they're looking for an inheritance. They will be there if throughout all the years you needed their support and love, but now that your ex-husband beat the living shit out of you and he's in jail, the narcissist will go and get your ex-husband out of jail. This is just what they do. So, yeah, something sparked me and I was thinking about things. And, you know, I'm all about the higher vibrations. So, but I do want to share what I've learned about these vile, demonic, low vibrational entities. And may we all do our best to steer clear from these energy vampires. Have a good day or a good night wherever you are.